Hi friends, hope you are all doing well. Welcome back to our CISA video series. Today we'll discuss on nullable types. So let's get started. Nullable types allow values types like int, double, bool, etc. to hold a null value, which is normally not possible. This is useful when dealing with database or scenarios where a value might be undefined. So nullable types allows value types like in double bool. Already we have discussed value types and reference type. So in double bool, these are the value types, and nullable allow us to hold a null value. What is this null value? Null value is nothing but it is a value which is not defined, or we can call it as undefined, which is normally not possible. This is useful when dealing with database or scenario where a value might be undefined. So whenever we are dealing with database, there may be some data which is null, which is not defined. In that case, we need to manage or we need to deal with this null values. So how to deal with these nullable values? Let's discuss on that. Declaring nullable types. There is two way we can declare this nullable types value. One is this nullable, then T means the type. We can say this is generic struct. Generic we will discuss on our upcoming videos. T shorthand syntax. T means the type here, T and the question mark. So here we can say this is our two types of declaration of nullable types. This is the data type, then the question mark, then this variable name. It will hold null. If I will remove this question mark, it will be not able to hold this null. So cannot convert null to int because it is a non-nullable value type. So whenever we will remove this question mark, that is a non-nullable value type, and whenever we will add this one, then it will nullable types and it can hold a null value. So normally in our program or in our general project, we will use this shorthand expression. This is also fine. You can use either of these. So this is two types of declaration of nullable types. Then what is the next? Okay, checking for null. We can check if a nullable type has value using HasValue or compare it directly to null. So this number is now containing null. Then there is like two case. If number here we are declaring null as a hard coded value, but whenever we will deal with database, the data may become like either null value or not null value. In that case, we have to add this if else condition. If the number has value means the number is not null, then only this if block will work and it will print this whatever the number value. Otherwise it will print number is null, like this. So let's print this one, number value, number.value. So if I will add a debugger here, let's run this application or program. See, number is null, 0 100. Okay, sorry, I have uncommented these lines, so let's comment this. Okay, and I have added the debugger here instead of here. Now we have hard coded this null value, so now this number is null. Let's go one step by step. Now number is null, so number has no value. So if condition is false, so it will not go inside this, it will go to this else part and it will print number is null. Okay, you can see number is null. If I will give some value here like 100, then it will go inside this if block. Let's check that also. See, number has value now. So true, this is a boolean but this is an boolean property is number.HasValue. Then it will print the value, whatever the value here. Number one dot value, it has null value, that's why we have not written the, or we have not checked the number one dot hash value here, or we are not checking the value for this number 1. That's why the error is coming. Let's remove this as well. We are not checking here the number 1 dot has value. That's why the null error is coming here. For number 1 we need to return another, or we need to write a another if else condition like number 1 dot has value. Like that we need to write. Here we can see the output as well, 100. So whatever the value it will print. Again let's make it null, as we are only checking for null here, so make it null and check all other functionality as well. So let's comment this out. Let's comment this one. Default value, there is one method called GetValueOrDefault, which will which will print a value 0, or whatever the value we will write here, it will print that value if the value is null. See, default value, use GetValueOrDefault to retrieve the value or default. If the value is there, then it will print that value. If the value is not there, it will print a default value, whatever the default value we will give inside this bracket. So let's check if it will print 0 or not, as we have given 0 as a default value. If we will give 100, then it will print that 100. If the value will be null, okay, so the value is not null, so the value is there, so it will get that value. If the value is not there, then it will print the default value, which is 0. Already we have seen. Another functionality or another okay, another operator is there. We can make it. Okay, so null collection operator, we can provide a fallback value using this double question mark. We can say it null collection operator. So here I have given final value. If the number, what the collection operator will do, if number is null, final value is 100. So if the number will be null, then this will be 100, otherwise whatever the value, that will be print here. Let's run this one and see what the value is coming here. See, 0. Why 0 is coming? Because the value is 0, we have given 0. If the value is null, then only it will print that fallback value, that is 100. So we have seen, if there is any value, then it will print that value. If the number is null, then it will print that fallback value, whatever we have given here. That is all about our nullable types. So I hope you found this session helpful and informative. Please check the description below for detailed notes. Thank you for watching, and please make sure to like, comment and subscribe for more C# tutorials. See you in the next video.